Welcome, foolish mortals. Do you feel like heading back to the 70s for some witchy fun? Well, we're gonna take a trip and escape to Witch Mountain. Escape to Witch Mountain was released in 1975, the same year as another really important film that we're going to talk about later in the month. And it was based on a book by Alexander Keith. We have two psychic twins with supernatural abilities. They're played by Ike Eisenman and Kim Richards. I don't know what happened to Ike. He didn't really do that much, but Kim Richards is still famous today. Not for the best reasons, but she ended up being a Beverly Hills housewife.
I'm afraid that something might come to me and won't leave me.
Who's gonna jump inside my body?
It's a very unique story. It's not that strong a storyline, and it's actually really confusing because these two twins do have psychic abilities. They can levitate, they can move things with their mind.
Tony, you promised me and I promised you. We wouldn't, you know, do the kind of stuff you do with truck. You remember how it used to be when we thought it was all funny, like a game, and all the other kids thought we were some kind of freaks or witches. I know, dear. We lost all of our friends until we quit doing all the spooky stuff.
These kids don't remember their past. They go from foster home to foster home, and they end up being adopted by a wealthy rich man who gives them everything, but because of their psychic abilities, they don't trust him, and they want to run away from his house. It's kind of like a reverse Annie situation. He knows that they have powers and he wants to do experiments with them, and he figured that out from his TV.
That's the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
Thank you, but we've a long way to go yet. I'm having more hidden cameras installed, and as soon as I have enough evidence, I'm going to show the tapes to the children.
Watching them make creepy marionettes dance. I don't understand why this was needed. It's a little imaginative, but if we're going for spooky, you nailed it because it's creepy. It does remind me of Mary Poppins and Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and both of them had a little bit of creepy moments going for them, and this one just adds in. I don't understand what it was about the 60s and 70s that they thought it was really entertaining to do a lot of stop motion and puppetry. Tia is a stronger one compared to Tony, and that's really interesting. I like the aspect of it because if they're supposed to be witches, it's not intentional, but if you're a fan of American Horror Story, they basically talk about the same thing. So witches are female, warlocks are male, and even in that world, the witches are the more powerful ones. Only them can be supreme compared to the warlocks, who were never as strong as the females. So I thought it was really fun. I was reminded of that while watching this. I do wonder if American Horror Story took some inspiration from these films because these storylines don't make sense and their storylines don't make sense at times. Everyone thinks they're witches, which makes sense. Hence the name of the film. But no, they're not witches at all. They end up being aliens. So I understand aliens can be spooky too, and they're otherworldly, but the entire film is called Witch Mountain, Escape to Witch Mountain, but you're not witches. You're aliens. I will give a lot of credit though, for the 70s they really did have amazing effects. I was really impressed with the Uruk, and they definitely did a really nice time with that. So for the effects alone and visual aesthetics, I would say give it a watch. There have been remakes. We have had a television remake in 1995, and then we had a movie in 2009 called Race to Witch Mountain. It didn't do that well. We're not going to talk about it this year. That one is a more known film compared to this one. But I wanted to check out the original because that's where it all started, and we're going to talk about the sequel tomorrow with Return from Witch Mountain, so you can stay tuned. And as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I'll see you real soon.